In a move that sent shockwaves across the nation, President Donald J. Trump recently hinted at the possibility of seeking a third term in the White House. This unexpected announcement has left political analysts and citizens alike scrambling to understand the implications of such a bold statement. This stunning declaration, delivered during an exclusive interview with NBC News, has reignited debates about presidential term limits and the future of American democracy. The interview, which has since gone viral, has sparked conversations in living rooms, newsrooms, and political circles across the country. Trump, never one to shy away from controversy, stated unequivocally that he would not rule out a third term, even going so far as to claim that methods exist to circumvent the seemingly insurmountable obstacle of the 22nd Amendment. His words have added fuel to an already fiery political climate, raising questions about the integrity of the democratic process. This latest proclamation has left many Americans grappling with a sense of disbelief and unease. The idea of a third term challenges the very core of the nation's democratic principles, leaving citizens to ponder the potential consequences. The very foundation of American democracy, built upon the principle of peaceful transitions of power, appears to be teetering on the brink. The historical precedent of a two-term limit has been a cornerstone of the nation's political stability. While Trump's supporters have met his words with their characteristic fervor, critics have expressed grave concerns, drawing parallels to authoritarian regimes where leaders cling to power indefinitely. The divide between supporters and critics has never been more pronounced. As the nation grapples with the implications of Trump's words, one thing is certain: the political landscape has been irrevocably altered. The potential for a third term has introduced a new dynamic into the already complex political equation. The coming days and weeks will undoubtedly be filled with intense scrutiny, heated debate, and a palpable sense of uncertainty as America confronts the possibility of a Trumpian resurgence. Political analysts will be dissecting every word, every move, and every possible outcome. The stakes have never been higher, and the very soul of American democracy hangs in the balance. The nation watches with bated breath, aware that the decisions made in the coming months could shape the future for generations to come. At the heart of this unfolding political drama lies the 22nd Amendment to the United States Constitution. This amendment, often discussed in political science classes and legal circles, is a fundamental part of the American democratic framework. Ratified in 1951, this amendment stands as a bulwark against the concentration of executive power, limiting presidents to 2 terms in office. It was a direct response to the unique circumstances of the mid-20th century, reflecting the nation's desire to prevent any future president from holding office for an extended period. Its genesis can be traced back to the unprecedented 4-term presidency of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose extended tenure sparked concerns about the potential for executive overreach. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II was seen as necessary, but it also highlighted the risks of prolonged executive power. The 22nd Amendment was conceived as a safeguard against the erosion of democratic principles, ensuring that no single individual could hold the reins of the presidency indefinitely. Lawmakers of the time believed that this measure would protect the republic from the dangers of autocracy. It reflects a deep-seated belief in the importance of a rotating leadership, fostering fresh perspectives, and preventing the potential for tyranny that can arise from an entrenched executive branch. This rotation is seen as essential for the health and vitality of the nation's political system. For over 7 decades, the 22nd Amendment has served as a cornerstone of American democracy, providing stability and continuity in the transfer of presidential power. Each peaceful transition of power is a testament to the amendment's enduring significance. Its importance in upholding the principles of limited government and the rule of law cannot be overstated. The amendment is a critical component in the system of checks and balances that defines the American political landscape. However, Trump's recent comments have thrust this once unassailable amendment into the spotlight, raising questions about its resilience in the face of unprecedented challenges to democratic norms. As the nation grapples with these issues, the 22nd Amendment remains a pivotal point of discussion, reflecting the ongoing struggle to balance power and preserve democratic integrity. Undeterred by the seemingly insurmountable obstacle of the 22nd Amendment, which limits presidents to 2 terms in office, Trump has cryptically alluded to methods by which he could potentially circumvent this constitutional constraint. His statements, often delivered with a mix of bravado and ambiguity, have left many wondering just how far he is willing to go. While the specifics of these methods remain shrouded in ambiguity, their mere suggestion has ignited a firestorm of speculation and debate. Political pundits and legal experts alike are dissecting every word, trying to piece together a coherent strategy from his often cryptic remarks. One particularly eyebrow-raising proposal involves Vice President J.D. Vance, a staunch Trump ally. Vance, known for his unwavering support of Trump, has been floated as a key player in this speculative scenario. While the details are scant, Trump has hinted at a scenario in which Vance, after assuming the presidency through unspecified means, would subsequently transfer power back to Trump. This would be a highly unorthodox and controversial maneuver, raising numerous legal and ethical questions. This convoluted scheme, widely dismissed as legally dubious by constitutional scholars, has nevertheless fueled concerns about Trump's willingness to exploit loopholes and undermine the spirit, if not the letter, of the law. The potential ramifications of such actions could be far-reaching, affecting the very foundation of American democracy. Beyond the Vance scenario, Trump has remained characteristically vague about the other methods at his disposal, leaving legal experts and political analysts scrambling to decipher his intentions. The lack of clarity only adds to the tension and uncertainty surrounding his potential plans. Some have speculated that he may attempt to challenge the constitutionality of the 22nd Amendment itself, a move that would undoubtedly trigger a protracted legal battle with uncertain outcomes. Such a challenge would not only test the limits of the legal system, but also the resilience of the democratic principles that underpin the nation. Central to Trump's purported plan for a third term is his loyal lieutenant, Vice President J.D. Vance. Once a rising star in conservative circles for his populist rhetoric and working-class appeal, Vance has become a controversial figure, his reputation tarnished by his unwavering allegiance to the president. Trump's suggestion that Vance could play a pivotal role in facilitating a third term has thrust the vice president into the center of a constitutional maelstrom. The scenario envisioned by Trump, in which Vance would hypothetically assume the presidency and subsequently relinquish power, has been met with a mixture of incredulity and alarm. Critics argue that such a maneuver would constitute a blatant subversion of the democratic process, reducing the vice presidency to a mere pawn in Trump's power grab. Vance, for his part, has remained tight-lipped on the matter, refusing to confirm or deny his involvement in any such scheme. Echoes of history, from FDR to Trump. The current controversy surrounding Trump's presidential ambitions harkens back to a pivotal moment in American history, the presidency of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Elected to an unprecedented 4 terms, Roosevelt's extended tenure in office sparked a national debate about the dangers of executive overreach and the importance of limiting presidential power. Roosevelt's enduring popularity, coupled with the exigencies of the Great Depression and World War II, had convinced many Americans that he was indispensable to the nation's well-being. However, concerns about the potential for abuse of power by a president serving an indefinite term ultimately led to the passage of the 22nd Amendment in 1951. This landmark amendment, a direct response to Roosevelt's unprecedented 4 terms, enshrined the principle of presidential term limits in the Constitution, ensuring that no future president could hold office for more than 2 terms. The idea of a third term for Trump has sparked intense debate across the nation. Supporters argue it's a necessary move to continue his policies, while critics see it as a threat to democracy. The discourse is as heated as it is divided. As the possibility of a third term looms, the nation finds itself more polarized than ever. Some view it as a bold step forward, while others fear it could lead to an unprecedented constitutional crisis. The tension is palpable, with both sides preparing for a fierce political battle. The path to a third term is fraught with legal and political challenges. Constitutional experts debate the legality, while lawmakers on both sides gear up for a contentious fight. The stakes are high, and the outcome is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the road ahead will be anything but smooth. Is this push for a third term a genuine attempt to extend a political legacy, or is it merely political theater? Opinions vary widely. Some see it as a strategic power play, while others dismiss it as a distraction from more pressing issues. Regardless of the motive, the conversation continues to captivate the nation. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and share our video with your friends and subscribe to our channel for instant notification anytime we post a new video.